Hi there YouTube, XtremeTrainz here. So, Thomas Wood may be dead or suspended or something, but my reviews are going to continue because I bought all these engines so I could show you them, and also because I really want to collect Thomas Wood, as embarrassing as that sounds. So, as you can see in front of me is one of the international engines. I think appropriate considering we just started seeing the release of Season 22 and also Big World, Big Adventures. So regardless of what you thought, we've got some toys of these international engines, especially the ones which appeared in the Great Race. Ashima was one of those engines. So, what are we waiting for? Let's check her out. So, Ashima's packaging is stock standard Thomas Wood packaging. Picture of her in the corner, Ashima here. Hello, Thomas. Or something, my accent is awful. Meet the bold soul. There you go. Some interesting stuff there. I'm glad they've referenced her homeland being in India. And again, I think this one is quite good. I think it's maybe unnecessary to have the alliteration in the description. I don't know where the bold soul came from, but I quite like the second part, you know? It says about some information about her, and I think it explains it pretty well. So, yeah, I think this is a decent bio, especially considering the standards are pretty low, unfortunately, for Thomas Wood. So, now we've had a look at that, let's crack her out of that packaging. Alright, Ashima is out of her packaging and ready to rock and roll. So, I'm just gonna rotate her around so you can get a nice bit of a look. Okay, let's focus in on that face. I think the Ashima face is really well done. They've really captured her features really nicely. I love they've got the winged eyeliner. How engines apply eyeliner, I don't know. And I think they've done a really good job at giving her the buffer beam so they can put in her very ornately detailed and very ornately printed buffer beam and cylinder area, which I think is really nice. So I think that's really good. I also think she has a good front-on profile because she has so many layers going on. I still think Thomas is probably the only one I've really not liked in that regard, whereas she looks quite nice. I enjoy it because she was quite a complicated looking engine. As you can see, come around to the side, we can see we've got a lot of nice printing on here with the details. All this colouring here is nice. This is a bit unfortunate. I think this doesn't look that good, both because you can see it doesn't go all the way to the top, unlike, you know, for example, Thomas's printing goes all the way to the top of the cab pretty much, where hers definitely comes down, and it looks like it's being cut off, whereas Thomas's is clearly finished. So I don't know why that's a weird decision there. The same way that, you know, it's kind of like that, it's like a slanted box, but it's obviously not slanted, so another one of those weird wood printing things. But what is there I think is quite nice. Come across the top, I think, you know, we've got the collar on the back, we've got this. Note, again, I got another one where it seems to be quite scratched up. I haven't had quite a few where the black on the roof seems to be a bit patchy or scratched up, which isn't good out of the packaging. Again, we've got the nice detailing here, although why it doesn't go all the way, I don't know. Especially this bit here is actually a bit crooked. And you can see that it's like quite close on this side, but it kind of gets a bit further away, so nice detail, but unfortunate. Again, pretty much the same on the other side. Nothing on the back. You can see Ashima written on the bottom there. And she's got the nice purple wheels. So yeah, that's nice. I think, again, the weird thing I've done with Ashima is she's actually quite a long, kind of slender engine. But because she's got so much detail going on, they kind of squash her up. So she looks quite big and boxy, both, I think, in the Thomas Adventures version and also, and Take and Play versions that they made of her. And also, this Thomas Wood one is no exception. For example, again, like, you put her next to Thomas, and I think she's a bigger engine than Thomas, but it's because she's longer, not because, you know, looks like she's got a lot more bulk, I think, than Thomas does, even though that's not quite accurate of how she looks. There you go, you can see what she looks like next to Thomas there. Again, you know, her head's further up than Thomas's, which I think is also a little bit strange considering that, you know, they're meant to be kind of not like that. So again, you've got the same kind of scaling problems you've got all that through Thomas Wood, although she has a really nice in-hand feel. You pick her up and there's like quite a bit of heft in her model. She feels like she's going to be a strong, powerful little tank engine to chug around. So that's pretty much my look at Thomas Wood Ashima. I think she's quite a good Thomas Wood model. I think they've done a really good job. I think she benefits a lot from being able to have that exciting buffer beam, because that's really a sticking point for her aesthetic, is her really ornate printing, and I think that's one of the things that Thomas Wood has done very well. It can do very nice patterns with that printing they do, and they've really used that to its full effect on this engine as much as it does in Thomas Wood. So, yep, Ashima's a good one. She'll be going on my desk. I only keep the ones that I really like on my desk, so she will be going on my desk. I'm a fan of her. Let me know your thoughts on Ashima, maybe as a character, maybe as a Wood model, maybe which are the models of her that's around that you prefer. I'd love to know your thoughts as always. And that's all we've got time for in this video. I'm going to get back to filming some more international engines. What are you waiting for? Let's do it. Ah, that's the second time I've got that wrong. That's a great time for. This is XtremeTrainz.